lots of problems. We have completed 3 exercises on the rational numbers. Okay, that is P by Q form, finding LCM HCF, isn't it? Converting P by Q form to decimal form to P by Q form, isn't it? We have completed about the rational numbers till now. So as in our last session, in our last part of this session, we have started about irrational numbers, isn't it? This completely, it is not a last exercise. These exercise which we are going to do further is depending upon irrational numbers. In that we have already started, okay, the exact we have discussed about the definition, that is the definition of irrational number, that is the numbers which can't be written in a form of P by Q. Why? Where P and Q are co-primes, isn't it? So in our last session we have seen about root 2, isn't it? Root 2 is a rational number. Why? We have seen about that. Why? Because root 2 is divisible by 2. Root 2, when it is written in a form of P by Q, P and Q are not the co-primes. So we have did, our assumption is wrong. Now coming to one more way, okay, one more question about irrational numbers. We have discussed about these numbers, isn't it? We have solved about root 2 and root 5 in our previous class, why they are irrational numbers. Now coming to, okay, one more problem. Now today we are going to discuss about two more terms. So yesterday we have discussed only about one term. Now we are going to discuss about 2 or more terms. Okay. Now coming to example number 8. Example number 8. What you have? Example number 8. Show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Irrational. We know it is already an irrational, but we need to show it is an irrational. So as I have told in your previous class, isn't it? In your previous session I have told you about whenever we are discussing about negative terms, first we have to assume that as positive, isn't it? We have also did general examples in our previous class, isn't it? So whenever we are telling about the negative terms, first we have to think about the terms as positive, isn't it? So what we are saying here, 5 minus root 3 as irrational number, isn't it? If I want to show 5 minus root 3 as an irrational number, then what I need to do? I need to check whether it is rational or not, isn't it? So first I want to think it as positive matter. So first I need to think 5 minus root 3 as a rational. Okay, if in the solution if I have got any wrong answer, then I can convert that into, okay, irrational. Okay, my assumption will be wrong as we have did earlier, isn't it? So now for showing 5 minus root 3 as irrational, what we have to do? We have to first assume it in a positive way. That is, we have to assume 5 minus root 3 as a rational number first. And whenever we solve that problem, if we are getting irrational, if we are getting at any point, if we are getting irrational, then our assumption will be wrong, isn't it? So first what we will do? First, for such type of problems, first what we will do? Behalf of doing negative, first we will think that as positive, isn't it? So let us assume 5 minus root 3 as rational. 5 minus root 3 as rational. So what we are doing here? We are assuming 5 minus root 3 as rational first. So that is, what do you know about rational, which can be written in a form of P by Q, isn't it? So therefore 5 minus root 3 is equals to P divided by Q, isn't it? 5 minus root 3 is equals to P divided by Q. So since I have told you P and Q are co-primes. Why? Because okay, whenever we are getting in a form of p by q, any number 12 by 24 I am getting. First I need to check whether they both are divisible by any common number or not. That is, the HCF should be one of these both the number. 12 ones are, 12 twos are. So here I am getting 1 by 2. So it is not in a simplest form. We need to first convert that into simplest form. So how we will convert that into simplest form? We will be converting that into co-primes, isn't it? So this condition should be followed, isn't it? So now here P and Q are co-primes. It means that P and Q are converted into simplest forms. So now again what I said, okay, now what we have to do, we have to keep root 3 here and remaining thing we have to remove that, isn't it? So first what we need to do, here 5 is adding, we have to use additive inverse of 5. What is the additive inverse of 5? Minus 5. So subtract minus 5 on both sides. Why? The root value should be kept in a left hand side and remaining it should be sent. Okay, so root value is root 3. So root 3 is kept in left hand side with negative symbol in front. Okay, so here plus 5 minus 5 is equals to P by Q minus 5. Here plus 5 minus 5 will become 0. What is the remaining? Minus root 3 is equals to P by Q minus 5. You can see here we have the symbol negative in front of root 3. So what we need to do? Changing the symbol. If we are having negative, we should convert it into positive. If we are having positive, we need to convert it into negative. So here it will become root 3 minus P by Q minus 5. Why? I am taking minus common. Whenever I take minus as common, these minus will be getting cancelled. So here it will become plus, isn't it? This step you can write root 3 is equals to, if I take minus common, minus into minus plus, minus into plus. See here, minus into plus, again we will be getting minus, isn't it? So minus and minus. What? Multiplicative inverse if I take. Minus will cancel. Therefore, we will be getting this step. Now, what we need to do now? Directly you can write. So before in our previous question, isn't it? In our previous question, what we did? What we did? In our previous session, what we did? The single digit number which is under the root, we have proved it as irrational. Why? We are getting that as not an co-primes, isn't it? So you can write directly you can write. So since you can see here P by Q is a rational number. Yes, absolutely, P by Q is a rational number. Then if I add plus 5 to the P by Q rational number, then can we get rational number only? Yes. If we are adding any number to the rational number, again you will be getting same rational number itself, isn't it? So since RHS, this is right hand side and this is left hand side, LHS, RHS, isn't it? Depending upon the board I am doing. Okay, so LHS and RHS is rational, or since P by Q is rational, since P by Q is a rational, we know now P by Q is a rational, isn't it? P by Q is a rational, therefore minus P, so minus P by Q plus 5 is also rational, isn't it? As P by Q is a rational, this whole term is also rational, but root 3 is irrational, isn't it? Why root 3 is irrational? In our previous session we have elaborated that in a longest form. So single digit, when it comes in a root, then the P by Q values are not co-primes, they are divisible by, if we are having root 3, they are divisible by 3, isn't it? Therefore it contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational. It contradicts the fact that root 3 is rational. Therefore 5 minus root 3 is irrational. What is contradiction? Contradiction, by the proof we know root 3 is irrational. So it is making an confusion, isn't it? As we have did in our previous class, we have proved this single digit root as an irrational. So it is contradicting the fact that it is a rational. Root 3 is not a rational. We have already proved in our previous class root 3 is an irrational, isn't it? So it contradicts, it disturbs, okay? It is not exactly correct. Root 3 is not a rational number. In our previous class, as we have solved about that. So root 3 is not an rational, it is an irrational. So as irrational number, we are adding something for that irrational number, then again I will be getting irrational only. Am I right or wrong? Isn't it? Correct or not? Root 3 is irrational. If I am adding plus 5 to that irrational number, again I will be getting irrational itself. Isn't it? For any irrational number, if you add irrational number or irrational number, okay, if I taking irrational number, if I add rational number, again I will be getting irrational only. Am I right or wrong? If I subtract rational number, again I will be getting irrational. So irrational is, okay, let me tell you one more question from that. Okay, hope you all understood this. Okay, if I give you one question, addition and subtraction of irrational numbers. Okay, so irrational plus irrational will be always irrational only. Irrational plus rational always irrational only. Why? If I add any number to irrational number, again I will be getting irrational number only. Example 1.732 dot dot dot, this is the value of root 3 plus 15 if I add, isn't it? 15.000 you will be writing. 15 plus 1, 16, you will be getting 16.732 dot 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 dot, isn't it? Am I right or wrong? So if you add any number to irrational number, then the answer will be irrational only. If irrational minus irrational, again you will be getting irrational number. Irrational minus rational, again you will be getting irrational number. If you do reverse, you will be getting irrational number. Irrational into irrational, you will be getting rational or irrational. Irrational into rational, you will be getting irrational. Am I right or wrong? Yes, isn't it? How, sir? How can I say that these things? See here, these all you know about. Just now I have given an example. Now coming to this irrational into irrational, if I write root 3 into root 8, root 8 is also irrational, yes or no? So if I multiply this both, I will be getting 2 8s are 16. So 16 is a perfect square of 4, isn't it? So 4 square and root gets cancelled. 4 is rational or irrational? Rational number. So remember that thing. Okay, he may be giving the question. Okay, we will be having one question. He can ask in final question paper. What? Okay, my question is, the question is, okay, show that product of two irrational, product means multiplication, product of two irrational is irrational and product of two irrational is rational. Or check whether product of two irrational numbers is rational or irrational. It may be both the cases, it may be both. Okay, so for first one, if you are giving the example, with example you have to show product of two irrational is irrational. Yes, absolutely. Product of two irrational is irrational. Yes, absolutely. Both the cases are applicable. These both the cases are applicable. How, sir? If you multiply two irrational numbers, that is root 3 into root 2 or root 2 into root 3. First irrational is root 2, second irrational is root 3. If I multiply these both, what I am getting? Root 6. Now tell me, root 6 is rational or irrational? irrational, it is applicable for first condition. Second condition, just now I have told you about, isn't it? Irrational into irrational, 2 into root 8. You can take any example. If you multiply these both, you will be getting 16, that is 4 square, that is equals to 4. You can take this example. Product of two irrational is a rational, isn't it? So this how you can take an example and you can define that. Is it possible? Product of two irrational is a irrational. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. Here, product of two irrational is a rational. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. Of course, it is possible. How? These are the examples, isn't it? These are the examples. Is it happened irrational into rational is equals to irrational, and irrational into irrational irrational into rational is equal to irrational, irrational into rational is equals to rational. Is it possible? Irrational number into rational number is equals to irrational number, and irrational number into rational number is equals to rational number. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. If I take first example, root 2 into, okay, if I take rational number as 3, how much I am getting? 3 root 2. Is it irrational number? Yes, absolutely, it is irrational number. Now, if I am coming to this irrational into rational, is it possible? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. How? If I take rational number 2 and irrational number root 2, isn't it? Root 2, irrational number root 2, rational as 2, how much I will get? 2 root 2. Now, is it possible? Is it possible? Absolutely not, it is not possible. So, this condition is not applicable. You can check any numbers. If you are taking 4 also. Why? Why? Because whenever we multiply rational into irrational, irrational value will be left separately. Isn't it? The rational value will be separately. We can't multiply. 2 4s are 8, can't be multiplied. Why? Because the power of 2 is 1 by 2 here, and the power of 4 is 1 here. It can be converted as 2 power 2. Again you will be getting inserts, isn't it? So surds, I think you have discussed this surds about, okay, different powers. Third root of 4, 7th root of 5, 9th class first chapter we are having about surds, isn't it? So these are some examples depending upon the product of rationals and irrationals. So, okay, you need to remember this. It is very, very important. He may be asking for one or 2 marks for in your final exams. Okay. Now coming to our topic, that is first one we completed example number 8. Now if I want to do example number 9, you can see example number 9. What is example number 9? Show that 3 root 2 given. 3 root 2. What we need to do? We need to show that it is an irrational number. So let us assume first this as what? Before showing this as irrational, we need to assume that as a rational. So let us assume 3 root 2 as rational, isn't it? That is, or therefore 3 root 2 is equals to P divided by Q, since P and Q are co-primes. This step is very, very important. Hope you all know okay about this. Now we are just representing in the form of P by Q. Now what I said you, other than root value, remaining should be not there. We need to keep only root value in the left hand side. Remaining we have to remove that. So here 3 is multiplying here. So what is the multiplicative inverse of 3? Division, okay, by 3. So divide 3 on both sides. So what we will get? 3 root 2 by 3 is equals to P by Q by 3, isn't it? So 3 by 3 will become 1. So root 2 is equals to P by, isn't it? Cross multiplication, 1 P's are P and Q into 3, 3Q, isn't it? So therefore here this we have got here. Now you can see here as P by Q is a rational, since P by Q is rational. We know P by Q is rational. There, if P by Q is rational, if it is divided by 3, it is also rational, isn't it? Then P by 3Q is also rational, isn't it? But you see in the left hand side, what do we have? Root 2. We have already proved in our previous session, isn't it? Root 2 as an irrational number. So since, therefore, it contradicts the fact that root 2 is rational. Is root 2 rational? No, it contradicts the fact. It means that it is a reverse. When we have proved that, we didn't got root 2 as a rational. So therefore 3 into root 2 is irrational. Why? As root 2 is an irrational, if I multiply it with 3, again I will be getting irrational. Therefore 3 root 2 is also irrational. So like this you need to prove the irrational numbers. Okay, so hope you all understood about this. Now coming to example number 10. Example number 10, what he said, prove that. Till now we have showed. Now we need to prove that root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Same things we have to do here, okay, for such type of problems. Till now, before this, rational is added to irrational and rational is multiplied to irrational, but in this question both the numbers are irrational itself. Both the numbers you can see, okay, both the numbers, here root 2, here root 3, they both are added. So here we have both the numbers as irrational numbers, isn't it? So now we need to prove that they are irrational numbers. So what? First, for proving these as irrational, first we have to assume that as rational. So solution, let us assume root 2 plus root 3 as rational. Root 2 plus root 3 as rational. So what is that? Therefore root 2 plus root 3 is equals to P divided by Q. So that is root 2 plus root 3 is P by Q. Why? We are assuming it can be written in a form of P by Q, that is rational, isn't it? So since P and Q are co-primes, that is in simplest form these values are. So now can I send anything in right hand side? I can't. Why? Because these both are in root form only. So as we are having more than 2 irrational numbers here, 2 or more than 2 numbers, that is 2 numbers, addition of 2 irrational numbers here, isn't it? So for that what we need to do? We need to check whether we can remove these roots or not. How we can check? By squaring on both sides. Okay, so we need to remove that roots. Okay, squaring on both sides. So how? Root 2 plus root 3 whole square is equals to P by Q whole square. Okay, P by Q whole square. Now how we will remove that? Directly we can't add this. We need to use the formula. Since A plus B whole square is equals to A square plus 2AB plus B square, isn't it? This formula we have to use here. A value is root 2, B value is root 3. These 2 different irrational numbers are being added here, isn't it? So this is A and this is B. We have to substitute in the formula. A square root 2 square plus 2 into root 2 into root 3, 2 into A into B, 2 into A into B plus, we have symbol plus na, B square root 3 whole square is equals to, this square is applicable both in numerator and denominator. Why? Since A by B whole power m is equals to, if you have whole power, this power will be for both a power m by b power m, isn't it? So here we'll get p square by q square, isn't it? So now square and root gets cancelled, square and root gets cancelled, isn't it? So here we have 2 plus 2, both are under root, and in between them we have multiplication symbol. It means that they both can be multiplied. So under root 2 3s are 6, plus here I have remaining 3 is equals to p square divided by q square, isn't it? So like terms are these both, 2 plus 3 that is 5, 5 plus 2 root 6 is equals to p square by q square. What do we need to do? We need to keep root and remaining thing we have to send right hand side. So plus 5, we have to use additive inverse. So subtract 5 on both sides. So 5 minus 5 plus 2 root 6 is equals to p square by q square minus 5, plus 5 minus 5 becomes 0. So 2 root 6 is equals to p square by q square minus 5. Okay, now again behalf of root 6 again we are having one more thing, that is 2. So here 2 is multiplying, I have to use multiplicative inverse, that is divided by 2. So divide 2 on both sides, isn't it? So 2 root 6 by 2 is equals to p square by q square minus 5 divided by 2. Here 2 by 2 I will be getting 1. So what is left here? As place is insufficient, I am writing. Okay, here. So root 6 is equals to p square by q square minus 5 divided by 2, isn't it? Okay, so how we can, this can be converted in whole square. As p by q is a rational number, then this whole thing is also rational. But root 6 is it rational or irrational? Root 6 is irrational. So it contradicts the fact that root 6 is irrational. Therefore, this sum of these two irrational number, that is root 2 plus root 3, is also irrational. Is also irrational. Hope you all understood, isn't it? So like this, you have to check whether we have to prove that these given numbers are irrational numbers. Okay, so after this you will be having exercise. You just try that exercise. Okay, if you have any doubts you can comment me. Okay, in our next session we will be starting logarithms. So thank you.